Okay, we're doing another morning channel because I feel like someone is having a rude awakening when it comes to you, my dear. Now, normally, I probably wouldn't do this for a channel, for this channel, but I feel like there's something happening in your energy, and I'm getting a lot of roadblocks right now that were not there before. So I feel like there's some Seven of Swords in the air. There's some sort of masking or covering up the truth, concealment. There's some sort of concealment when it comes to you and your energy, and I think that's why this needs to come through for you, and this is why this message is finding you now, because it is affecting your energy, and it's taking you out of the place you're meant to be in internally right now, which is a place of power. It's taking you out of your power right now, when in actuality, you are rising. This is finding you when you're rising and you're coming into your power. You're coming into this. The thing is, it's a very compassionate power. It's like this power of forgiveness. It's like you have forgiven yourself. Oh, you have forgiven yourself. You know what this is? It's like not only have you forgiven, I don't know why I just needed to get closer, but I need to get closer. Not only have you forgiven yourself for all of your past, but you have also shifted a part of your mind so that it is in a constant state of forgiveness for yourself, specifically for yourself. But we're going to come back to other people. Specifically for yourself, where anytime you have a moment that doesn't reflect your truth, or you act in a way that doesn't reflect your true values, or you something happens that kind of takes you out of yourself, you let it happen and you forgive yourself for it automatically, which is it's such a beautiful place to be, because it's just the reason why we do all this is not to be perfect. Perfection is not the reason for anything. We're also emotional beings. First and foremost, we are emotional beings. And that is such a beautiful aspect of being human. This 555. That's such a beautiful aspect of being human. So sometimes, like in the spiritual world, that can kind of get overlooked or over, like we just get oversaturated with all of the spiritual side of things and thinking like we aren't actually feeling, breathing humans living this human experience. But we are. So when we have interactions with people, when we interact with other people's energy, when we just go through our daily human life, we have all of these emotions. That's the constant state of who we are, is feeling, and that is beautiful. You know, oh my god, I'm getting this channel through my channel where, oof, I'm getting a lot. Let's take a sip of coffee. You may have heard hell is other people. Hell is other people. I'm getting a lot of the like idioms. I don't know if that's the right word to use. The idioms when it comes to hell. Hell is other people, and the road to hell is paved with good intentions. That is interesting. We need to unpack that, which I love. I absolutely love that freaking phrase, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, because I am always like pounding that into people, where you need to let go of your intentions because your intentions don't fucking matter. If you do something and it is interpreted in a way and it harms the other person, like you could say anything was a good intention, and like we can only see our inside of ourselves, so we don't always see that. So it's like, even when we are worried about another person, well, you think that's a good intention because to worry about people, but worrying about someone is never good. You're that But worry comes from a place of judgment. Worry comes from a place of judgment. Maybe someone needs to hear that here. Worry comes from a place of judgment. And that might even be coming through for yourself. When you worry about yourself, when you worry about anyone, it comes from a place of thinking that whatever they are doing is not the way it should be, or whatever is happening to them is not the way it should be, and you are projecting on them the way you think life should be, the way you think people should act. So worry is a projection. Worry, there's a lot of noise coming outside. I have my window open because I have some incense burning, and it's all of a sudden it's raining and there's trucks. Okay. But I feel like your energy is being very overloaded right now. And that's why that's why that message was coming through about a rude awakening, because I think as you are coming to this awakening point within yourself, within your experience in the world, it is almost like having trickle down effects. It's interesting. With all of the people you have met in your life. Yeah. We need to take a minute. I'm gonna have some water. Okay, some weird stuff is going on in my channel, so you may very much relate to that right now, where you're like, something weird is happening. Something weird is happening. I'm supposed to read one of these poems right now, and I don't know why. We're gonna go with it, and I don't know. Okay. No, that's not right. No. Oh! The torch of poetry is still shining. The torch of poetry is still shining. Tonight, when he has reassumed his original form in the heavenly place, the soul of his poetry is still. In transmigration in the midst of men, his powerful brush, like a branch of plum blossoms, could never be suppressed, and the torch of his poetry will shine forever in the history of mankind. To be or not to be, the question is like the mist on the ocean, but the path of his return is already clear on the horizon. Whether the song is offered in an awakened or a dreamed state, it comes from the same lute. I'm going to start this stanza over. To be or not to be, the question is like the mist on the ocean, but the path of his return is already clear on the horizon. Whether the song is offered in an awakened or a dreamed state, it comes from the same lute. The fire of his courage is capable of lifting the sorrowful curtain of the night. Poetry soars up into the open sky like a snow-white dove. The sound of the rising tide echoes in all directions. As a butterfly or as a human, he is free to enter whatever dream he likes. As the Pacific Ocean continues to sing her powerful song, the race of giant fish survives. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is so beautiful, this book of poetry. The torch of poetry is still shining. This is about your torch, your fire. So, I know we have been talking throughout this channel about other people, but I think I'm being redirected to focus back on you. Focus back on you. I'm gonna grab my orange selenite to just like recenter the energy. Focus back on you. Come as you are. Focus back on you. So I think because of who you are, you cause someone to have a rude awakening about this is just an intense energy, and when things get really heavy and intense, when the message is really heavy and intense, my channel gets blocked just because of my own throat blocks with talking about certain things. You may resonate with that. That may resonate with you. But I keep getting the song Praying by Kesha. That song keeps popping up in my reality. And it's an older song. Not older, but like it came out several years ago, and it was kind of a particular cultural moment. So like it's not it's just interesting it was kind of like of the moment, and that moment was several years ago. So it's weird that it's popping up in my reality a lot now. And it's a very intense song, right? I keep hearing the lines. So the main line, I hope you find your peace falling on your knees praying. And the line, some things only God can forgive. I think there may be a person who really, really hurt you, who is thinking about you a lot right now. And it may be someone you don't even expect to like still think about you because they really hurt you, and this person did not treat you like you deserved respect, or they did not treat you like you were worth anything, and you are worth everything. They may be realizing the effect of their actions. And I think the reason this is coming through, because at the end of the day, this is about you and this isn't about them. I think there's something coming up within you because of what this person is going through. And so this might just be to kind of confirm that you're not crazy, that a lot of things are coming up within right now that don't really reflect the state you are at in your life. I think this person's rude awakening is just having an effect on you because they're thinking about you a lot. So there's a lot of like intermingling with your energy. And it's also kind of, it goes hand in hand with the state you're in, with this constant state of forgiveness. And so it's almost like you, because you have forgiven so much of your past, and it's like, honestly, like, it's not even about forgiving this person who hurt you, because I don't necessarily believe, I'm not a person that believes you need to forgive everyone, because, and I know, I've been to therapy, girl, like, I've been to therapy. So we learn a lot about forgiveness, even for the people who have done horrible things to us. But I don't believe necessarily that you need to forgive that. I think you just need to forgive yourself for everything. You need to like release yourself from the shackles of the ways people have hurt you, and you need to forgive yourself, if that makes sense. But I think because you are looking at your life through a lens of forgiveness and through the lens of your higher self that's really coming through, and you're really interacting with your past. It was like, since you were kind of indirectly interacting with your energy in the past, with your past, like very matter of factly, like you have really been doing some past healing work. I really feel that very strongly from you, and you've been doing such good work. But you were like indirectly interacting with these energies of people in your past, and so I think it kind of had like there were like collateral effects. Is that what I'm saying? Like it indirectly affected them because you were kind of like interacting with their energy, even though you were only really doing it in terms of yourself. It did imprint on their energy a little bit. And since you were coming from this, like, such a compassionate, forgiving state for yourself that kind of had a imprint on these people's energy where it almost was just like confirmation for them that you were so much bigger than that moment, because your energy just kind of broke through all of this, like your highest energy, your highest self. And it really, really proved to them that in the moments in the moments they hurt you, like, that was not the truth, because you were so much bigger than that. You were so much bigger than that. And like, they probably knew that and just ignored it for their own selfish means, right? But they're finally having a rude awakening because of what you have done. And it is impacting them. And I do feel like this is going back to getting your justice. It's like they are getting their justice. Like, what goes around comes around, and I feel like it's finally coming back around. And I think you may feel like you're not getting the good, like you may feel like you're getting the shit end of the stick on that one, because you're not seeing what's actually happening here. You're just kind of feeling their energy, and it's taking you back a little bit because you're like, wait, what? After all the work I've done, like, why am I ending up back here? But you're not. And I think that's why this message had to come through for you, because it's just to show you that you're not actually moving backwards at all. And I don't even look at things in terms of backwards, forwards. Like, time is an apparatus. A strange word to come through. But it's just that this person is there. Something's happening to them. And we don't really need to spend any of our energy not worrying, or like, we don't need to even think about what's happening for them. But I think it's helpful for you to know that what you have done it's having so many effects that you didn't even realize. Like, the energy you are coming into, this like infinite source of energy, is it's just really showing all of the people who ever hurt you, who like took you for what you were in that moment and used that as a way to hurt you. It's just really showing these people that, like, I'm just speechless. Like, I don't even have any words for it. You are just worth so much. And it kind of sucks that these people have to realize that, because they could have just lived in the dark their whole life and not ever coming to terms with the way they hurt you. But since you are truly coming into your full power, they're finally having to come to terms that they were shit. They were just, I'm going to use some harsh terms, they were a complete piece of shit. And I don't like speaking about people that way. So take this as it resonates. I do think like every soul innately has worth, but obviously there are people who really disregard and hurt others, and those are the people I'm talking about here. And I kind of think nothing else needs to be said. Just know that You're not doing anything wrong. You're doing everything right. And this person that hurt you is paying for it. They're paying the costs of all they took from you. And you know, it's interesting because I was getting in a previous channeled message somewhat recently that you were getting your justice, and it was because there were invisible costs to something that happened to you, and you're finally figuring out what those invisible costs are, and now you're getting that in return. So this is kind of, which I didn't expect, it's going hand in hand with that message. So go watch that message if this is resonating for you, because that is also for you. I'll put it somewhere attached to this video. But this person is paying the invisible costs, and that's why you're getting the receipts. That's why you're receiving this on your end, because they're paying. Now they have to pay. You've already paid enough and too much. And it's like, it may be happening a while after. This may be someone who hurt you a long time ago, but they're finally paying for it. So I hope that gives you some comfort and also some clarity that everything is happening in divine timing, and nothing about the moment you're in right now is like, it's all happening as it should, even though it may feel like the energy is very confusing just because a lot of past presences are interacting with your current energy. It's all happening as it should, and you are rising and you are embodying this really full, powerful state of energy. So just know that. Just know that. Everything is happening as it should. And truly, if this found you, like, you have done such important work in yourself, and the fact that it's impacting people, it just goes to show how powerful you are. The healing you have done is so powerful, and when you heal yourself, it truly does heal the world. And I hope you know that, like, you're so important and you're so special, and you are so worthy and deserving of all of the good in the world, of so many great things. And you're just like, you should be in awe of yourself. I really want to know who resonated with this message, because it was really special and interesting and deep. And yeah, I just want to know who you are. So if you want to comment down below how this resonated with you, I would love to hear from you. But or just like the video, subscribe. I don't normally say that, like or subscribe, but I'm gonna say it today because I just feel very connected to this energy right now. And if you are connecting with this energy, I think we may have a lot to learn from each other. So I would love to have you in this community. And it's also like, anytime I watch a video, like anytime I choose to watch a video, I just try to interact with it some way, because it's just like, it makes you feel a part of it. It really is that energy exchange that kind of inserts you in this beautiful experience, if that makes sense. So either way, if you made it all the way here, I love you. That's it. I love you. Goodbye.